biggest thing to come out of Japan since Godzilla, and we finally got ours. Today on Cheat, we're all about the Wii. From Excite Truck to Red Steel to Call of Duty 3 and Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam, and yes, of course, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. We're nerding out for the Nintendo Wii right now on Cheat. Welcome to Cheat, where I am not even kidding, an armored truck pulled up to our studios to deliver a shiny new Nintendo Wii. It was a nerdapalooza. People were actually crying, they were so happy. And you know what? I totally get it. This machine rules. Get ready to run through some of the Wii's cooler launch titles, like this full-tilt driving game, Excite Truck. Land, smash, slide, and get ridiculous air in Nintendo's new racer for the Wii, Excite Truck. This off-road speed fest is played by holding the Wii remote like a classic Nintendo controller. Your control pad is on the left, and the 1 and 2 buttons are on the right. The 2 button is for gas, the 1 button is for brake, and any button on the control pad will activate turbo. Steer your vehicle by tilting the controller left or right. While airborne, you can tilt backward to catch more air or forward to get back to Earth. If your truck is level with the ground when you finally do land, you'll get an extra burst of speed. Excite Truck's tracks are rugged to start with, but the game gets even more extreme by changing the terrain mid-race. Anytime that you drive into an exclamation point icon, the land in front of you shifts. The ground may lift up to form a ramp or move down to reveal another route. And sometimes the icons can cause boulders or other hazards to drop into your path. Along the way, power icons make your truck invulnerable to trees and other vehicles. Grabbing one of these beauties lets you rush through a crowded forest or smash apart the competition. As you progress through the higher levels, you might notice that getting first place isn't quite good enough. Your letter rank is what counts, and that is judged by the number of stars you earn during the race. To get more stars, you need to do some extreme maneuvers. Drifting, taking out rival trucks, driving through patches of trees, and making big jumps are all great ways to rack up the stars and stay ahead. So get out there and get a little rowdy, but try not to smash headfirst into a castle wall. As any good Wii fanboy can tell you, Ubisoft's Red Steel was one of the games that helped generate pre-release buzz for the console. Was it worth the wait? Let's find out. If you've always wanted to be one of those badass katana-wielding heroes in a Tarantino movie, you can officially throw out the pool noodles and Nerf guns. Red Steel is as close as you'll get without being arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. In the Extreme Wheels mission, you're chasing the nefarious Ryuichi through a series of warehouses to reclaim your damsel in distress, Miyu. You'll immediately bump into a baseball bat-wielding goon with a professorial side.
I'm going to teach you to respect private property.
How about I teach you a little something myself with my giant katana? Unfortunately, your sword can be easily broken by his bat, so dodge his attacks by pressing the C button on the nunchuck and jerking it to the side. Hit him as he's recovering or right before he tries to whack you. Once you've proven your superiority, he'll bow down in awe. You can then either kill him with a final merciless blow or spare him and earn his undying respect. Open the front door with a flick of the nunchuck, but don't charge in head first. You'll hear a few losers giving away the location of Ryuichi.
He's loading the truck in the warehouse.
After they finish their little chat, you can easily pop them while they're still on their t-shirts. In the next big room, you'll hear this.
Hey, Greg, can you grab my badge so I can get into the warehouse? I left the damn thing in the locker room.
The next few rooms are filled to the brim with explosive items, so don't be shy to blow a forklift or two for some massive casualties. Then you can grab the passkey in the locker room of uncomfortable encounters.
Don't shoot, man!
Switch off the security system and cue the third-rate heavy metal music. It's time to face a mini-boss. Beat him with some smooth katana moves before your ears bleed, and you'll finally catch up to Ryuichi and Miyu in the supervisor's office.
You're alive? You hot? And you? You die!
A man of few words, but at least he gets to the point. Kill the enemies in the catwalk, taking strategic cover until you catch up with Ryuichi.
Get him! Hurt him! I'll be at the cargo terminal.
I'm glad that Ryuichi knows a good villain never keeps his nemesis in the dark about his whereabouts. In the level's last sequence, you're racing the clock to escape the warehouse with only some pesky henchmen standing between you and a truck bed of freedom. You'd think that with such an imposing time limit, the honorable rules of Japanese sword combat would go right out the window. But you'd be wrong. You'll have to forget about the gun you just had moments earlier and do away with most of these enemies with your studied sword skills. We have lots more Wii launch titles to show you when Cheat returns, including Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam and Marvel Ultimate Alliance. But first, here's a quick cheat for Wii Sports. You might not draw crowds like Maria Sharapova, but here's a little Wii tennis trick to let you hit rocket serves just like she does. Wait until the ball is at the very pinnacle of its toss. Then give the controller a quick flip and let out a nice loud grunt. Your opponent has just been served.
Brought to you by the all-new 2007 Wrangler, a new species from Jeep.
Wrangler Unlimited, a new species from Jeep.
Your 3 medium Pizza Hut pizzas.
That's only $5 each, right?
Yes, sir. Thanks.
No, thank you.
Oh, yeah! Honey, the Pizza Hut kid made a mistake again! I got 3 medium Pizza Hut pizzas for the same price as those other guys! Yeah!
It's no mistake. Pay just $5 each for 3 medium one-topping hand-tossed Pizza Hut pizzas. That's right, just $5 each. Want to get 3 for $5? Go for the good stuff.
The world's largest army of superheroes is under your control. Don't blow it. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, rated teen.
Van Wilder's star student is back, and he's teaching the underdogs how to get wilder.
If you can't join them, beat them.
Van Wilder, The Rise of Taj. Rated R. In theaters December 1st.
You might want to write that down.
Vegas is under attack, and only one elite Rainbow Six team will survive. The Rainbow Six Vegas Challenge is here. Take on other teams in an awesome, action-packed multiplayer tournament presented by GameStop and Dodge Nitro. The best of the best will win an all-new 2007 Dodge Nitro. Registration begins November 6th and ends December 22nd. Go to GameStop.com/Rainbow6 Tournament to register. Contest rules and regulations apply. May the best Rainbow Six team win. Rated M for mature.
Attack of the show.
I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the source for all the things you care about.
My God!
In the Loop.
Is it over for Sony before it even begins?
They're still the brand leader in this.
Fresh Pink.
You're like a guy that's trying to get your girlfriend into comics. This is a great book.
Around the Net.
Funny, satirical, provocative.
I love this show every frickin' day.
Attack of the Show. Tomorrow at 7, only on G4.
Welcome back to Cheat's Wii Fest. The Wii has tons of anticipated titles. Does Call of Duty 3 deliver? You be the judge. Call of Duty 3 for the Wii brings sophisticated new controls to the gritty combat environment. Here's how to kick the maximum amount of Axis booty. This game uses both the Wii Remote and the Nunchuck controller. Use the Chuck's analog to walk around and press the C button to either stand up or jump. The Z button puts you in a defensive crouch. You can also move the nunchuck to the right to switch weapons and up to reload your weapon. Your weapons are all mapped to the Wii mode. Press A to zoom in and B to fire. Tap up on the plus control pad to switch weapons, down for melee attacks, left for frag grenades, and right for smoke grenades. Now that you're ready for war, let's jump into level 10, the Crossroads. The Polish army is pinned down between enemy snipers and Allied air raids.
Yeah, they don't call it friendly fire for nothing.
Leave the house where you've been hiding out and follow the tank outside. There's a heavy enemy presence to your left. Take cover and cook up some grenades, then lob them. Cooking the grenades reduces the time it takes for them to explode, so you can avoid having the enemy throw it back at you. Go inside the building, kill the soldiers, and flank the ones outside. Wait for your fellow soldier to open the door, and then shoot the enemy sniper on top. Take cover and throw grenades to clear out the room. There are Germans retreating in the back alley, so take them out along with the ones above. Move down the alley and upstairs to the house on your left. You will encounter an enemy soldier who will attempt to stab you. This will start off a really cool mini-game. Grab both controllers and make punching motions by pushing them forward one at a time. Then make a stabbing downward motion with both controllers. He will knock you out of the window. Repeat the same movements again, and you will pull the pin off his grenade. Keep making your way south through the destroyed city and into the two-story house. Take out the enemies and use your melee attacks for close-range combat. They'll start tossing grenades from the top floor, so make your way around and up the stairs. Make quick work of them.
The stairs clear!
A sniper will take out your buddy on the balcony, so jump on the turret gun and mow those suckers down. Exit the building and keep pushing south. Jump through the sewers and make your way up 2 flights of stairs. German soldiers have taken our flak gun, so you have 3 paths to choose from. The middle route is the fastest.
Friggin' Krauts have our guns!
Take cover and advance through the street. Now, throw a few grenades to destroy the anti-aircraft gun. The boarded-up house is a lot easier to enter once your ally blows a huge hole in the front. Push through and head upstairs. Use the melee attack to take out the enemies in the room and cook up some grenades to take out the ones next door. Go outside and take cover. Kill the Germans to the west and watch those pansies retreat.
And stay out!
Now you can take your favorite episodes of Cheat with you anywhere you go. Visit g4tv.com/podcast for clips of this and other G4 shows. We still have plenty more Wii cheats to show you after the break, including the long-awaited Twilight Princess. But first, here's another Wii Sports quick cheat. I have an instant advantage in the boxing ring, since you're not supposed to hit girls. Here's a little Wii boxing tip that'll give you an edge. Use your controllers to cover your face when being punched. When the assault ceases, you're ready to lay a major blow on your opponent. And if that doesn't scare them, you can always just bite their ears. I mean, hey, it worked for Mike Tyson. Welcome to Cheat, your daily dose of tips, tricks, and cheats. I'm Kristen Holt with a minute's worth of out-of-control shooting spree with Saints Row for the Xbox 360. The last thing you want to worry about when you're taking on rival gangs is if you have enough ammo to take them out. Don't worry, I got you covered. Pause the game and press the left or right trigger until you reach the phone. Dial this number and you will have infinite ammo. Now, take these suckers out. Shotguns and pistols don't interest you? Want something with a bigger impact? Call this number and you'll be equipped with an RPG launcher. The combination of infinite ammo, a rocket launcher, and the police should make for an interesting night. Easy-E would be so proud. For all these codes and tips, visit our website at g4tv.com/cheat. I'm Kristen Holt, and you've been cheating. Oh, there's a spot.
Nice work, buddy.
Hang on.
Oh, I can't get out.
I got it.
Get any new Dodge, like the all-new Nitro, equipped with a Sirius satellite radio, and you'll get a 12-month subscription to the best radio on radio. Rated mature.
I left my top in Rio. Would you guys mind if I went topless?
We definitely don't mind.
Perfect weather.
I love you, America. I love you, Brazil. Yeah.
Gorgeous beaches.
We're not leaving here until either we run out of money
When I run out of it.
And a vacation you'll never forget. Turistas.
I want to go home.
Rated R. Starts December 1st.
Every pack of Magic the Gathering comes with 15 cards. And millions of players. Find them at playmagic.com.
There's never been a better time to be an Optimum customer. Just go to OptimumStore.com and enter the OptimumStore.com HDTV sweepstakes. Each week now through January 3rd, 2007, we'll be giving away a new 32-inch HDTV from Sharp, exclusively for Optimum customers. Enter each week and you qualify to win. It's that easy. 10 weeks, 10 TVs, 10 winners. Don't wait. Visit OptimumStore.com today to enter.
Original furniture, modern styles, great selection. Welcome to the Furniture Center of Flatbush. Our prices are affordable, and you'll get the best deal for your money, plus up to 12 months of interest-free financing. For each purchase of $2,000 or more, you will get a free DVD player as our gift to you. We are located at the corner of Flatbush and Flatlands Avenue.
Welcome back to Chief's up-close and personal time with the Nintendo Wii. If any game uses the Wii's motion-sensitive controller to its most fun advantage, it's Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. Here are some tips to get you up and thrashing in no time. Not getting your extreme sports fix from Project 8? Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam brings the skateboarding franchise into a new genre, downhill racing. To control your skater of choice, turn the Wiimote on its side and steer your board by tilting the controller to the left or right. Hold down the 2 button to boost your speed and let it go to perform an ollie. Just like the previous Hawk incarnations, you can perform different flip and grab tricks by pressing the 1 or 2 buttons in combination with different directions on the plus control pad. If you catch the mare near a rail, rooftop, fence, or other grindable edge, just tap the 1 button and the plus control pad in any direction to start a grind move. Just remember, your balance is controlled by the tilt of the Wiimote, not the plus control pad. Pull off some huge trick combos or knock down enough of your fellow racers and your boost meter will fill up and burst into flames. This means you can get a serious boost by giving your Wiimote a quick hurry-up shake. Using all these moves can help you win the race and find huge air and shortcuts in every level. Slalom courses are more difficult because your options are more limited. If you want to catch as many of those time-extending gates as possible, you have to follow the path they've already set out for you. In the rooftop tour slalom race in Rio, the name gives you a hint as to where you have to go to catch the most time gates. After you follow the road downhill and enter the town, use this short ramp to follow the time gates onto the rooftop. Keep your finger on the ollie button as you'll have to clear a few gaps along the way. Go through the storm drain and back out to the main race path, get some air, and attempt to grind the balcony rails. Keep your eyes on the prize and your finger on the button, and you just might win bragging rights at the Mountain Dew soda machine. You have to admit, the learning curve is a lot easier to handle without the road rash. Stay tuned for Marvel Ultimate Alliance and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess when Cheat returns. But first, here's another Wii Sports Quick Cheat. When bowling in Wii Sports, take a break from your usual game for some Nintendo parlor tricks. Move your player all the way over to either side of the lane and point your ball at the lane next to you. Give your controller a little flip when you release the ball to get it airborne. Yep, you just threw it into the next lane. If you're really talented, you can take their pins out, but we have more respect for the game than that. Plus, where I'm from, that'll start a fight.
You're watching G4. Next, Star Trek The Next Generation, followed by The Man Show. Then, Arrested Development. Later, Cheaters on Midnight Spank.
So, Peter, what's happening? Now, are you going to go ahead and have those TPS reports for us this afternoon?
No. In fact, look, I'm going to have to ask you to go ahead and just come back another time. I got a meeting with the Bobs in a couple of minutes.
Somewhere else you'd rather be? Join over 7 million players in an online world of legendary adventure. World of Warcraft. Try it free at warcraft.com. Rated T for teen.
Ah, yeah.
Welcome to the Gig Simulator.
Hey, what's up, I'm JB?
Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny is destined to become the most hilarious rock epic ever. Are you with me?
Totally.
Let's go, because it's the pick!
Jack Black is a comedic genius.
Oh, sweet baby!
It's one of the great movie battles of all time. You'll laugh till it hurts, and then you'll laugh some more. Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny, rated R, starts Wednesday. Soundtrack now available.
The King's Pain is your gain. Pocket Bike Racer. Rated everyone. $3.99 when you buy any value meal at BK.
Want to watch movies on the big screen? Then Zoom it! Zoombox is a multimedia projector that plays the things that matter to you. Pop a movie into the built-in DVD player and watch it on an enormous 60-inch display. Plug in a game system and you can challenge friends on the wall, ceiling, or wherever. Play games, watch movies, listen to CDs. Zoombox can make your room the place for big screen entertainment. Zoombox! Discs and game system not included.
You can own Ice Age The Meltdown on DVD November 21st. Rated PG.
Hold on, let me wipe the lens.
Nice.
This is Project 8.
Here we go. Life is a blast when you know what you're doing. Best to know what you're doing for your life get ruined. Life is a thrill when your skill is developed. If you ain't got a skill.
This is skateboarding.
Tony Hawk's Project 8, rated T for teen.
Welcome back to Cheap Wii Fest. We've nunchucked our way through a slew of driving, fighting, and skating games. But if our email is any indication, you're all fiending for some superhero and fantasy action. Well, the action doesn't get any more intense than in the Super Team mashup, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. In Marvel Ultimate Alliance, S.H.I.E.L.D. has put together an all-star cast of superheroes to take out the evil Dr. Doom and his henchmen. Of course, when Nick Fury runs an operation, you can expect some rigorous basic training. If you pay attention, it should take about 15 minutes as you master the Wii's controls.
Quick, somebody take a picture!
The nunchuck has many uses in this game. Move around with the analog stick. Press the C button once to jump or twice to double jump. If your character can fly like Thor or the Human Torch, the C button controls that power. Press the C button twice to take off, then hold Z to descend and C to rise. Tilt the chuck either left or right to change your camera angle. Shaking the nunchuck has multiple functions. You can grab your enemy if you're in close, or block an attack if you're at a distance. Shaking the chuck will also open doors and operate computers. The Wiimote controls the other functions. Use the 1 button for map adjustments and the 2 button to give orders to your allies.
Are you even trying?
Now for the fun part. All the attacks are mapped to the Wiimote's motion sensor. Lightly shake it left to right for the normal attack combo. Lift the controller up for pop-up attacks and lower it for stun attacks. Swiping the Wiimote either left or right will trip your opponent. To do a knockback attack, thrust the controller forward. Each superhero has a special move. Hold the B button and press up or down on the plus control pad to find them. Once you've located your character's special move, hold the B button down and do the motions listed. Now, how about some bonuses? Using certain combinations of teams will increase your attributes. Form the X-Men by teaming up Colossus, Iceman, Storm, and Wolverine to give your team 15% increase in energy.
Colossus.
Forming the Fantastic Four will give you 20 health per knockout.
What are you at?
Finally, here's Captain Planet's favorite.
Natural forces.
Pick Thor, Storm, Human Torch, and Iceman to create the natural forces and acquire 5% damage as health is gained. And as you're kicking Doom's can to the curb, remember, it's all about follow-through.
See, now you can be a superhero, and you don't even have to wear spandex. Okay, now if you're a die-hard Nintendo fan, you better hold on to something. Here at last is our first look at The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Few games have had fans this excited for so long as the massive adventure Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. After more than 2.5 years of anticipation, Nintendo fans can finally exhale. This time out, Link begins as a rancher whose friends are kidnapped by a group of raiding monsters. In the search to rescue them, he's pulled into a dark kingdom that is taking over the world. He's transformed into a wolf, rescued by an untrustworthy creature named Midna, and learns that he's destined to save Hyrule from the Twilight. Many elements of the controls remain familiar on Wii. However, swordplay and aiming weapons now make use of the controller's motion sensing and pointer features. To draw or swing Link's sword, just lightly swing the remote in any direction. Doing this as you walk around lets you make quick horizontal swipes. When you hold the Z trigger, Link can also perform vertical strikes, stabs, and jump attacks, as well as backflips and sidesteps. To execute Link's signature spin attack, simply shake the nunchuck attachment. You can't spin repeatedly, so wait for your sword to glint before attempting to spin again. To aim with weapons like the slingshot and boomerang, set the item to the B trigger and then hold B to bring up your targeting cursor. Now you can simply aim the remote at an enemy and release the trigger to fire. You can also lock onto enemies with Z to get in a sure shot. Wolf Link's controls aren't much different, but the Wolf has some specific advantages and disadvantages. You can still attack by swinging the remote and spin attack by shaking the nunchuck. Targeting an enemy and pressing A allows you to lunge at him. You can target multiple enemies by holding down the B trigger to generate a circular field around the wolf. Touch each baddie with this circle and release the button to unleash a frenzy of deadly attacks against your foes. Pressing left or right on the control pad switches you into sense mode, allowing you to see scent trails, diggable areas, or spirits trapped in the Twilight Realm. Humans are afraid of the wolf, but he can gather information by speaking with other animals like chickens and frogs. Since the wolf can't open the front door to someone's house, you'll need to find other means of entry. With Midna's assistance, you'll often jump onto rooftops, dig under walls, or find small openings to crawl through. After a few hours, you'll arrive at the first dungeon, the Forest Temple. In this overgrown fortress full of spiders and carnivorous plants, you'll need to rescue a group of caged monkeys in order to advance. About halfway through the level, you'll encounter the Simian's leader. He slaps his butt a lot and attacks by throwing a boomerang to dislodge nasty biting plants from the ceiling. Take care of any plants nearby, then wait for the monkey to throw his boomerang. While the boomerang is in the air, roll into the pole that the primate is standing on. This will throw off his balance and cause him to get knocked off by the boomerang when it returns. Rush over and start slapping that little red behind. After a few spankings, you'll knock the monkey back to his senses and win the Gale Boomerang. The Forest Temple also hides 2 pieces of heart. These rare items are some of the most valuable treasures in the game because collecting 5 of them will extend your life bar. The first can be found in the room just to the right of the main hall. Drop a bomb from the highest platform into the plant below to access a chest with the heart piece. The second piece of heart is nearby in the room with worms hiding beneath the floor tiles. Use the Gale Boomerang to blow out the torches. This will lower the platforms and allow you to reach a chest holding the other heart piece. We've just scratched the surface of this vast new world. Rest assured that there are plenty of hidden goodies and oddities to be found.
And that's it for now. If you missed any of these tips, visit us on the web at g4tv.com/cheat or you can write to us at cheat@g4tv.com. Until next time, I'm Kristen Holt, and you've been cheating.